Welcome to a transformative journey where we rebuild from the ground up, preparing for a monumental year ahead with unwavering Stoic resolve. To truly transform, you must first confront the reality of where you stand right now, no matter how uncomfortable that truth is. Rule 1 demands absolute honesty about your current level of growth. We cannot navigate to a new destination without knowing our starting point. You must clearly define your vision, the person you aspire to become, and equally important, your anti-vision, what you refuse to accept. Reject the circumstances you have passively endured. Draw a definitive line in the sand today, separating your past from your future potential. True growth requires breaking through the hardened layers of complacency. It is a painful but necessary process to reach the sunlight above. Rule 2 focuses on the foundation, your body, your health, and your finances. These are the pillars supporting your entire mental structure. If your physical vessel is crumbling and your finances are in chaos, achieving true mental tranquility becomes an almost impossible uphill battle. Take control of your resources. Financial stability is not about luxury, it is about securing the freedom to focus on higher pursuits. Treat your body with profound respect. It is the only vehicle you have to navigate the challenges and triumphs of this life. Rule 3 introduces the necessity of a clean mind and emotional stability. Learn the art of managing responses rather than blindly reacting. Clear out the mental clutter, reduce the constant noise of social media, and deliberately carve out sacred time for profound, uninterrupted silence. Disconnect to reconnect. The endless scroll only dilutes your focus and drains the vital energy needed for your personal reconstruction. But find solace in nature and quiet moments. It is within these silent spaces that your true inner voice finally becomes audible. Rule 4 is simple yet profound. Create your new version in absolute silence. Do not broadcast your intentions. Let your results speak. Silence is the powerful presence of focus. Like a caterpillar in its cocoon, the most profound changes happen away from prying eyes. Build your empire quietly. The energy spent talking about your goals is better invested in the actual grueling work required to achieve them. Let your eventual success be the only noise you make. Surprise the world with your evolution, forged in the quiet hours. Rule 5 requires courage. Abandon everything that holds you back. Sever ties with toxic relationships, outdated habits, and useless past narratives. You cannot ascend if you are weighed down by the baggage of yesterday. Release the heavy burdens that no longer serve you. Purge your environment and your mind. Clutter, whether physical or emotional, creates resistance and slows down your momentum toward a better future. Let go of the stories you tell yourself about why you cannot succeed. Rewrite your narrative starting from this very moment. Rule 6 is about protection. Establish clear, impenetrable boundaries. Learn the empowering art of saying no and fiercely guard your personal space. Self-respect is the fundamental prerequisite for earning the respect of others. If you do not value your time, no one else will. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to your own growth. Protect your energy with ruthless intent. Your mind and time are your most valuable assets. Defend them as fiercely as a knight guarding a sacred, ancient fortress. Rule 7, enter the new year with solid structure, not empty promises. Replace fleeting temporary excitement with a formidable system of discipline. Motivation is an unreliable friend. It is a well-designed routine that will carry you through the days when you feel absolutely nothing. Build habits that act as an invisible scaffolding for your life. Small, consistent actions compound into massive, undeniable results over time. Do not rely on willpower alone. Engineer your environment and your daily schedule to make success the most logical and inevitable outcome. Rule 8 focuses on the master switch, discipline in thought. You must learn to completely master your internal dialogue and self-talk. It is not external circumstances, but precisely how you talk to yourself that ultimately dictates the trajectory and quality of your life. Ruthlessly eliminate the victim mentality. Banish phrases that place blame elsewhere and embrace a mindset of absolute, uncompromising personal responsibility. Observe your thoughts as an outsider. Do not identify with negative emotions. must simply watch them pass like dark clouds across a clear sky. Rule 9, focus relentlessly on leverage. The goal is not to simply do more, but to execute the right things with precision. Identify one or two core objectives. Do not spread yourself thin. Find the specific actions that create disproportionately large and impactful results. Eliminate busy work. Activity does not equal achievement. Strip away the trivial to make room for the truly essential and transformative tasks. Find your leverage point, a skill, a habit, or a relationship that acts as a force multiplier for your efforts and ambitions. The Stoic path is not about eliminating emotion, but about refusing to let emotion dictate your actions and derail your ultimate purpose. Become the lighthouse in the storm. While the world around you descends into chaos, your inner fortress remains unyielding and brilliantly illuminated. You are the blacksmith of your own character. Every disciplined choice is a hammer strike, forging a stronger, a more resilient version of yourself. Embrace the difficulty. The friction you experience now is the very resistance required to build the strength you will need tomorrow. Wisdom is not merely acquired, it is practiced. Knowledge without action is a squandered resource. Apply these principles relentlessly in your daily life. Find strength in stillness. When you master your internal environment, the external world loses its power to disturb your profound inner peace. Plant the seeds of discipline today. The harvest will not come tomorrow, but it is guaranteed to those who cultivate with patience. Step out of the shadows of your past excuses. The future belongs to those who are willing to do the hard work now. Do not dwell on past failures. They are merely lessons, not life sentences. Let the tide wash away what no longer matters. Calibrate your internal compass. Let your deeply held values, not fleeting desires or external pressures, guide every significant decision you make. Fuel the fire of your ambition with discipline, not mere motivation. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the enduring, warming flame. Rise above the petty distractions of daily life. Cultivate a higher perspective, focusing only on what truly moves the needle forward. Rebuilding your life is a complex task. It requires patience, precision, and a willingness to handle the smallest details with utmost care. Every disciplined action, no matter how small, creates a ripple effect. These tiny victories compound, eventually transforming the entire landscape of your life. Mastery is a solitary pursuit. It demands countless hours of unseen practice, refining your skills when no one else is watching or applauding. Audit your thoughts daily. Writing is a powerful tool to untangle the mind, forcing clarity upon chaotic emotions and vague, unformed anxieties. Develop roots so deep that no external storm can uproot you. Your stability must come from within. Am I independent of the world's chaos? Embrace the dawn of your new self. The climb was grueling, but the view from a place of disciplined mastery is unparalleled. Sharpen your focus daily. A dull mind cannot cut through the complexities of life. Keep your intellect keen and your intentions crystal clear. True power is the ability to say no to immediate gratification in order to secure a far more meaningful, long-term, and profound reward. Learn to be entirely comfortable with nothing. When you strip away the non-essential, you discover the indestructible core of who you truly are. The transition from who you were to who you are becoming is perilous. Walk with caution, but never let fear halt your progress. Drop the masks you wear to please others. Authenticity is a Stoic virtue. Be unapologetically yourself, grounded in your own unshakable principles. Disturbances will happen. The goal is not to prevent the stone from falling, but to ensure the water quickly returns to utter stillness. Time is your most finite resource. Guard it jealously. Do not spend it on trivialities or people who drain your essential life force. Let adversity wash over you. Do not resist the storm. Let it cleanse you of weakness and temper your spirit for the battles ahead. Structure your life with uncompromising precision. Ambiguity is the enemy of progress. Define your rules clearly and adhere to them with absolute rigidity. Confront your shadow self. Acknowledge your flaws and weaknesses, not to wallow in them, but to systematically dismantle and reconstruct them into strengths. Embrace the quiet darkness. It is in the absence of external stimulation that your internal vision becomes most acute and undeniably clear. Open yourself to the harsh truths of reality. Comfort is a slow poison. Seek the bracing wind of challenge to keep your spirit alive. When things break, do not despair. Sweep up the pieces and decide whether to forge them anew or leave them behind forever. Yet to forge your own path, do not follow the well-worn trails of the mediocre. Leave a mark that demonstrates your unwavering commitment to excellence. Navigate life with deliberate intention. Do not drift aimlessly. Chart your course based on Stoic principles and execute your plan with ruthless efficiency. True power resides in tranquility. A calm mind is a formidable weapon against the chaotic, unpredictable forces of the external, noisy world. Every choice is a crossroads. Choose the path of discipline over comfort, of silence over noise, of profound leverage over meaningless, frantic activity. Sometimes you must forcefully break down the old structures to make way for the new. Do not fear the destruction of your former self. Nurture your new habits with daily attention. Consistency is the water that allows the seeds of your Stoic transformation to take deep root. Keep your mind as sharp as a finely crafted blade, ready to cut through illusions, excuses, and the comforting lies you tell yourself. Observe the flow of life without being swept away by it. Stand firm on the bridge of your principles while the chaos rushes beneath. Untangle the complexities of your life one thread at a time. Patience and methodical action will solve what frantic anxiety cannot even comprehend. Immerse yourself in the wisdom of those who walk this path before you. The Stoic masters left a blueprint for unshakable mental fortitude. Guard your mind against toxic influences. Create an impenetrable barrier around your consciousness, allowing only constructive, empowering thoughts to enter your sacred space. When the storms of life hit, lean into the wind. Your resilience is forged in the crucible of adversity, not in the comfort of safety. You are the rough stone. Through the relentless friction of discipline and Stoic practice, you polish yourself into a masterpiece of unyielding character. You recognize the power of your own evolution. The person you are becoming is equipped to handle whatever the unpredictable future may throw at you. Release your attachment to outcomes. Do the work with absolute dedication, but free yourself from the anxiety of how the world will respond. Ground yourself in the present moment. Anxiety lives in the imagined future. Depression dwells in the unchangeable past. Your power is only here, now. Actively remove the obstacles in your path. Do not wait for circumstances to improve. Engineer your environment to facilitate your inevitable disciplined success. End each day with a Stoic review. Acknowledge your victories, analyze your failures without harsh judgment, and prepare your mind for tomorrow's battles. Carry the fire of your resolve from one day to the next. Let the discipline of today ignite the unstoppable momentum of your tomorrow. Carve your character out of solid rock. Let your actions be so definitive and grounded in principle that they leave a lasting, unerasable legacy. Maintain a cosmic perspective. Your daily frustrations are minuscule in the grand scheme of the universe. Do not let trivialities disturb your profound peace. Send your intentions into the world with precision, but let go of trying to control the wind. Focus entirely on the perfection of your launch. Life is a complex labyrinth. Navigate it not with frantic speed, but with deliberate, calculated steps, guided by the unwavering compass of your Stoic principles. Maintain your internal balance with extreme care. The fuller your life becomes, the more deliberate and steady your daily actions must be to sustain it. Every Stoic rule you apply is a piece of the puzzle. Slowly, methodically, the picture of your new, empowered life begins to clearly emerge. Find your center amidst the constant flow of existence. Let the noise of the world wash over you while your core remains utterly untouched. Examine your own motives with microscopic precision. Do not allow subtle self-deception to derail the monumental work of your personal, Stoic reconstruction. Align yourself with the natural order. Do not force outcomes. Cultivate the conditions for success and allow your disciplined efforts to naturally bear fruit. Balance is not a final destination, but a continuous, delicate act of adjustment. Constantly recalibrate your mind and actions to maintain your Stoic equilibrium. Bloom where you are planted. Even in the murkiest circumstances, your stoic resolve allows you to rise above the filth and display uncorrupted strength. Weave the fabric of your character daily. Every disciplined choice is a tight knot, creating a safety net that will hold you during life's inevitable storms. Accept the seasons of your life. Just as trees shed their leaves, yes, you must willingly let go of what is dead to prepare for new growth. Let your actions resonate with profound purpose. A life lived with stoic intention creates a frequency that elevates not only yourself but those around you. Protect the fragile flame of your new discipline. The winds of old habits and external distractions will try to extinguish it. Guard it fiercely. The ascent to mastery is steep and exhausting. Do not look at the summit. Focus entirely on the perfection of the single step right in front of you. Gently remove disruptive thoughts from your mind. Do not fight them, simply acknowledge their presence and calmly sweep them away to restore your inner clarity. Your life is an empty canvas. The Stoic principles are your colors. Paint your masterpiece with deliberate strokes, refusing to let others dictate the composition. Free yourself from the restrictive bindings of societal expectations. You cannot grow to your full, majestic potential while constrained by the opinions of the mediocre. Fuel your spirit with high-quality inputs. The books you read, the conversations you have, they are the oil that keeps the lamp of your intellect burning bright. Walk with the steady cadence of a Stoic, unrushed by anxiety, unbothered by trivialities, moving forward with the unstoppable momentum of a disciplined mind. Sweep away the mental cobwebs daily. A cluttered mind breeds confusion and weakness. Demand pristine clarity in your thoughts and absolute precision in your actions. Expand your temporal horizon. Do not sacrifice your ultimate grand vision for the cheap thrill of immediate gratification. Play the long, strategic game of life. You are both the sculptor and the clay. Apply the firm pressure of discipline to mold your raw potential into a vessel capable of holding greatness. Seek refuge in your core principles when the heat of life's challenges becomes intense. They are the deeply rooted tree that offers unwavering shade and protection. Extricate yourself from the sticky webs of toxic environments. You cannot fly if you remain entangled with people who thrive on drama and endless negativity. Extracting deeply ingrained bad habits is painful and requires immense force, but you must remove the rust if you wish to build a structurally sound future. Listen to the rhythm of your own existence. Silence the external noise so you can finally hear the profound instructions whispered by your own inner Stoic voice. Wipe away the fog of delusion. See yourself exactly as you are, without the distorting filters of ego or the crippling shadows of unwarranted self-doubt. Release your worries into the current of life. Do what is within your power and gracefully accept that the rest is entirely beyond your control. Monumental tasks are accomplished through relentless, rhythmic effort. Do not exhaust yourself with erratic bursts of energy. Or cultivate the power of unstoppable, steady consistency. Confront your deepest fears directly. When you look into the abyss with a Stoic mind, you realize the fear is merely an illusion created by your own thoughts. Mend the tears in your character. Acknowledge your past mistakes, make amends where necessary, and stitch your integrity back together stronger than it was before. Dig deep into your own psyche. The most valuable treasures of self-awareness are buried beneath layers of comfortable lies and long-held, unquestioned assumptions. Equip yourself against the storms of life. Your Stoic philosophy is the umbrella that protects your mind, allowing you to keep moving forward despite the chaos. Remove the small, persistent irritations in your life. Do not tolerate minor toxicities. They infect your mindset just as a small splinter infects the physical body. Elevate your perspective. When you rise above the petty squabbles of everyday life, you see the grand, interconnected landscape of your ultimate Stoic journey. Perform every action, no matter how mundane, with absolute presence and profound respect. Excellence is not an act, but a pervasive, deeply ingrained habit. Chisel away the non-essential. Perfection in your life is achieved not when there is nothing more to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. Life is a high-wire act. It requires immense focus, absolute balance, and the Stoic courage to keep moving forward without looking down at the terrifying drop. Handle difficult situations with extreme care. Do not react impulsively to intense heat. Use the tongs of rationality to manage explosive emotions in volatile circumstances. Orient your life toward the light of truth and virtue. Like sunflowers tracking the sun, let your daily actions naturally align with your highest, noblest ideals. We'll uncover the profound wisdom buried within yourself. It requires patience and delicate work to brush away the accumulated dust of societal conditioning and false beliefs. Find profound beauty in the smallest details of existence. A Stoic mind is not numb to the world. It is hyper-aware of the fleeting miracle of the present. Spread the quiet influence of your disciplined life. You do not need to shout your philosophy. Let the results of your actions scatter like seeds on the wind. Draw a perfect circle around your locus of control. Focus all your formidable energy inside that circle and completely ignore the chaotic noise that exists outside of it. Recognize the overwhelming, unstoppable force of nature and fate. Do not foolishly attempt to hold back the waterfall. Learn to navigate the powerful river it creates. Unlock the hidden reserves of your inner strength. You possess a reservoir of resilience far deeper than you have ever been required to tap into. Accept the inevitability of change. But just as the leaf must fall, phases of your life must end. Embrace the transition with a calm, stoic grace. Destroy the false urgencies that dictate your life. Reclaim your time from the constant, demanding alarms of a society obsessed with speed and superficial productivity. Every morning is a vast, untouched expanse of snow. You have the profound opportunity to carve a completely new, beautifully disciplined path starting right now. Cut through the complicated emotional knots of your past. Stop trying to untangle toxic history. Sometimes the only Stoic solution is a clean, decisive severing. Let your core principles be your lighthouse in the fog of uncertainty. When you cannot see the path ahead, trust the guiding beam of your established virtues. Fuel the furnace of your ambition with hard, uncompromising work. The intense heat of your disciplined effort is what melts away weakness and forges pure strength. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. The approaching storm is merely a testing ground for your Stoic resolve. Take the broken, discarded pieces of your past experiences and stitch them together. Your painful history can be transformed into a vessel of profound wisdom. Learn to pause. Between the external stimulus and your internal response, there is a space. In that brief, silent space lies your ultimate freedom and power. You have the power to paint over your past mistakes. Today is a blank slate. Do not let the graffiti of yesterday ruin the pristine canvas of tomorrow. Yield to the flow of life when resistance is futile. There is immense Stoic power in recognizing what you cannot change and peacefully floating with the current. Remove the microscopic impurities from your thought process. Even the smallest undetected error in your logic can eventually short-circuit your entire philosophical framework. Be the torchbearer in your own life. But do not wait for others to illuminate the path. Generate your own light through relentless self-education and disciplined practice. Break out of your fragile shell of comfort. Growth requires the destruction of your current boundaries. Embrace the vulnerability of stepping into the unknown. The obstacle is the way. The door that terrifies you the most is precisely the one you must open to access your next level of Stoic evolution. Prune your life ruthlessly. Cut away the dead weight of unfulfilling obligations and toxic connections so your vital energy can nourish what is truly important. A mind ruled by unchecked emotion is like a broken compass. It will lead you in circles, exhausting your energy while taking you absolutely nowhere. Tighten the loose bolts in your daily routine. It is the small, seemingly insignificant lapses in discipline that eventually cause the entire machine of your life to fail. And keep your vision focused on the oasis of your ultimate goals. The journey through the desert of discipline is harsh, but the destination is profound tranquility. Dust off your original ambitions. Over time, the world covers our true desires in a layer of cynical dust. Gently brush it away and remember who you are. Patience is a weapon. Like a single drop of water slowly carving through solid stone over centuries, your consistent, disciplined actions will reshape your reality. Nail down your commitments. Do not leave your intentions floating in the realm of vague ideas. Secure them firmly into reality with immediate, massive action. You cannot piece together a shattered past. Stop trying to reconstruct what is permanently broken. Turn away from the fragments and build an entirely new mirror. Breaking a destructive habit requires immense, concentrated force. It is not a gentle process. You must decisively snap the wire that binds you to mediocrity. Nourish the smallest spark of positive change. Do not despise small beginnings. Although with consistent attention and the oxygen of discipline, that spark will become a roaring fire. Draw bold, definitive borders around your life. Clearly define what you will accept and what you will absolutely reject. Ambiguity is the breeding ground of misery. Even the most turbulent emotions can be frozen into stillness by the power of a disciplined Stoic mind. Master your internal climate, regardless of the external weather. Extract the profound lesson from every painful experience. Like a pearl formed through irritation, your greatest wisdom is born from your most difficult, agonizing trials. Listen to the ticking of the clock. It is the sound of your life slowly expiring. Let that sound inject a fierce urgency into your pursuit of excellence. Destroy the flawed, outdated image you hold of yourself. You are not bound by your past failures unless you foolishly choose to keep their statues on display. Lean into the fierce winds of adversity. Whoa, do not retreat to the comfort of the harbor. Your strength is tested and proven only out on the rough waters. When a massive obstacle blocks your path, do not sit down and weep. Fire up the chainsaw of your willpower and aggressively cut your way through. Do not dramatize minor injuries. Acknowledge the pain, apply the necessary remedy, and immediately return your focus to the monumental task at hand. Bend your reality to your will through the heat of extreme discipline. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the blacksmith of your own destiny. Do not wish upon falling stars. Forge your own luck through relentless preparation. A Stoic mind knows that hope is not a strategy. Disciplined action is. Execute your daily tasks with the relaxed precision of a master calligrapher. Tension destroys performance. Cultivate a state of calm, hyper-focused flow in everything you do. Never underestimate the power of consistent, disproportionate effort. Like the ant, you are capable of carrying burdens far heavier than your current mindset allows you to believe. Shatter the icy layer of apathy that covers your soul. You must violently break through the numbness to access the deep, flowing currents of your true potential. Scrape away the frost of your own delusions. Demand to see the world exactly as it is, no matter how harsh or unaccommodating that reality might be. Demand absolute excellence in the smallest details. If you tolerate sloppiness in the minor things, that rot will inevitably spread to the foundation of your character. Life finds a way through the hardest stone. Your Stoic resilience is that blade of grass. No matter how heavy the burden, you will find a way to grow. Drive your principles deep into the bedrock of your soul. When the storms of temptation arrive, you must be anchored so firmly that you cannot be moved. Be the bridge over your own turbulent emotions. Allow the feelings to flow beneath you, but never let them wash away the solid stone of your rationality. Remove the tiny, blinding resentments from your mind. A single grain of unresolved anger can blind you to the vast, beautiful landscape of your own potential. Let your highest virtues be your true north. When the magnetic pull of cheap distractions tries to pull you off course, trust the golden compass of your discipline. Smash the rusted locks of your self-imposed limitations. The only thing keeping you trapped in your current state is your own refusal to break the chains. Stand firm while the sky falls around you. A Stoic mind is not intimidated by cosmic chaos or worldly disaster. Maintain your posture of unyielding, quiet strength. Embrace the dichotomy of control. Harmonize the fierce, aggressive pursuit of your goals with a profound, peaceful acceptance of whatever outcomes the universe ultimately delivers. Build your life with the patient precision of a spider weaving its web. In every thread of discipline connects to form a structure capable of capturing greatness. Break through the cold, hardened exterior of your cynical defenses. Beneath the ice, the vibrant, passionate core of your true, authentic self is waiting to be freed. Observe the rhythmic ebb and flow of life's fortunes. Do not become overly attached to the high tide, nor despairingly crushed when the waters inevitably recede. Keep the prism of your mind absolutely pristine. Even the smallest speck of unchecked ego or resentment will distort the pure light of your rational thought. Let your inner fire burn so fiercely that it cannot be extinguished by the cold winds of criticism or the heavy rains of unexpected failure. Shatter the invisible barriers of your own limiting beliefs. The walls that confine you are made of glass. They look solid, but they shatter upon impact. The air at the summit of discipline is thin and cold. And it is not comfortable, but the clarity of vision you achieve from this altitude is entirely unmatched. Draw a hard line between what is essential and what is useless noise. Ruthlessly eliminate anything that falls on the wrong side of that stoic boundary. Strike at your goals with the lethal precision of a diving eagle. Do not hesitate or second guess. When the moment comes, execute your plan with absolute ruthlessness. Smash the cage of your own victimhood. You hold the hammer. You have the power to break the lock and fly free whenever you finally decide to. Embrace the full spectrum of the human experience. The Stoic does not hide from pain or joy, but stands firmly in the center, mastering them both. Seek the rare black pearls of wisdom hidden within your darkest moments. It is often in our deepest suffering that we discover our most profound strength. Let the fire of discipline burn away the dead wood in your life. It may look destructive, but it is entirely necessary to make room for new growth. Shatter the hollow idols of superficial success. True Stoic wealth is not measured in gold or status, but in the unshakable tranquility of a disciplined mind. Seek out the vast, silent spaces within your own mind. It is in this absolute stillness that you can finally hear the clear directives of your rational soul. Keep your inner eye wide open. Maintain constant, unblinking vigilance over your own thoughts and actions. Never allow yourself to slip back into comfortable, unconscious habits. Observe the dangers of life without succumbing to panic. A Stoic mind looks directly at the venomous threats of the world with calm, calculated, and rational detachment. Crush the desire for external validation. The crown of public approval is heavy, fragile, and ultimately worthless. Seek only the quiet crown of your own self-respect. When life pelts you with the hail of misfortune, stand your ground. Shield your core principles, but do not retreat. Endure the pain until the storm inevitably passes. Plant the tiny seeds of massive future change today. Do not despise the microscopic nature of your current efforts. The mightiest oak begins as a negligible acorn. Stare directly into the fire of your own ambition. Let it consume your excuses and burn away your lethargy. Feed it daily with the lusts of disciplined action. Shatter the steel cuffs of your addictions. Whether it is social media, comfort, or toxic relationships, violently break the chains that keep your potential locked away. Maintain perfect balance on the precipice of chaos. The world will constantly try to push you off the edge. Your Stoic discipline is the core strength that keeps you upright. Your growth is a continuous, expanding spiral. You will revisit the same challenges, but each time your Stoic discipline ensures you face them from a higher, with stronger perspective. Shed your old identity completely. It is a painful, uncomfortable process, but you cannot grow into your new, powerful self while still clinging to the dead skin of your past. Destroy your fragile, rotten defense mechanisms. Making excuses and playing the victim are wooden shields that will shatter under the first heavy blow of reality. Even in the darkest periods of your life, the light of reason can pierce the gloom. Seek that single shaft of Stoic truth. And let it guide you forward. Extract the toxic elements from your life with surgical precision. Do not destroy the entire garden just to remove a few stinging pests. Be precise in your boundaries. Harness the explosive, volcanic power of your own suppressed energy. Do not let it erupt in chaotic anger. Channel that immense heat into the disciplined forging of your goals. And break open the heavy vault of your untapped potential. You have locked away your greatest talents out of fear. Smash the lock and claim what is rightfully yours. Embrace the profound isolation of the Stoic path. You are navigating an endless ocean alone. Your internal compass is the only thing that will keep you from drifting aimlessly. Focus your entire existence on the single essential point of the present moment. The past and future are vast, blank spaces. Your power exists only in this tiny dot of now. Cultivate the terrifying coiled focus of a predator. Wait in absolute silence, conserve your energy, and when the perfect opportunity arises, strike with overwhelming, unstoppable force. Smash your connection to the trivial. The endless stream of digital noise is a poison to your stoic focus. Disconnect aggressively to reconnect with your own soul. Do not let your vital energy dry up through constant, meaningless leakage. To plug the holes in your routine before your reservoir of willpower is completely and tragically empty. Untangle the complex knot of your anxieties with extreme patience. Do not pull frantically, or the knot will only tighten. Methodically examine each fear and calmly release it. Protect your inner peace like a flame inside a lantern. The frosted glass of your stoic discipline allows your light to shine outward while keeping the chaotic winds completely out. Crush the desire for fake, unearned achievements. A plastic trophy painted gold is worthless. Seek only the heavy, scarred iron metal of true, grueling, disciplined mastery. From the ashes of your devastating failures, new growth will inevitably emerge. The fire was painful, but it cleared the ground for a stronger, more resilient version of you. Erase the word impossible from your internal vocabulary. It is a coward's excuse. Replace it with the Stoic question: what is the exact, disciplined mechanism required to achieve this? Do not be the moth drawn to the destructive flame of cheap pleasure. Recognize the deadly nature of your temptations and use your rational mind to aggressively alter your flight path. Smash the artificial timelines society imposes upon you. You are not behind schedule. You are operating on the deep geological time frame of your own profound Stoic development. Stand in awe of the monumental tasks ahead of you, but do not be paralyzed by their size. The waterfall is conquered one single relentless drop at a time. Isolate the single most critical variable in your life. Ignore the mountain of distractions and focus your entire formidable intellect on mastering that one tiny essential grain of truth. When the whirlwind of chaos surrounds you, do not let your inner fire be blown out. Anchor yourself deep in your principles and let the storm exhaust itself around you. And shatter the exhausting mask of perpetual fake happiness. Stoicism is not about pretending everything is fine. It is about facing the brutal reality with unyielding, calm strength. Cultivate the profound patience of a farmer. You have planted the seeds of discipline. Now you must wait. Do not dig up the seeds to check if they are growing. Close the loop on your past traumas. Do not leave the circle open for toxic energy to bleed back in. Seal the perimeter of your mind with absolute Stoic finality. Adopt the unstoppable, armored pace of the tortoise. Speed is often a symptom of anxiety. True Stoic power lies in slow, heavy, relentless, and completely armored forward momentum. Obliterate your reliance on constant dopamine hits. The screen is a prison for your potential. Smash the bars and step out into the quiet, demanding reality of the physical world. Do not let your reservoir of willpower stagnate and evaporate. Willpower is a finite resource. Why use it only to build the automated systems and habits that require no effort? Sift through the endless noise of your daily life to find the single speck of golden truth. Discard the mountains of worthless opinions and focus only on what is essential. Transition from the flashy, chaotic flames of initial motivation to the deep, quiet, and intensely hot embers of sustained discipline. The embers burn far longer and much hotter. Shatter the funhouse mirrors of societal expectations. They distort your true image, making you appear weak or inadequate. Demand to see yourself through the clear glass of objective reality. Put yourself in a position where retreat is physically impossible. Burn the boats. When failure is no longer an option, your Stoic mind will invent a way to succeed. Question everything you believe to be true. The unexamined life is a trap. Apply the harsh light of Stoic interrogation to your deepest, most comfortable assumptions. Accept the brutal, unforgiving nature of reality. The universe does not care about your feelings. Align your actions with the cold, hard facts of existence, not your wishful thinking. Destroy the simplistic toy compasses of cheap self-help advice. True Stoic navigation requires a heavy, complex, and rigorous internal mechanism forged in the fires of deep philosophical study. When the sandstorm of chaos blinds you to the future, you must rely entirely on your internal gyroscope. Trust the deep, unseen balance of your core Stoic principles. Catch the fleeting moments of opportunity with hyper-focused precision. They drift past like feathers in the wind. A distracted mind will miss them. A Stoic mind snatches them effortlessly. Invert your perspective. When a situation seems impossible, turn it completely upside down. The Stoic mind finds leverage in the exact places where the ordinary mind sees only defeat. Smash the illusion that you have plenty of time. The pendulum is swinging toward your inevitable end. And let that harsh reality fuel a relentless, disciplined urgency in your daily actions. The river of life is chaotic and the stones are slippery. Do not expect perfect stability. Your Stoic power lies in your constant, micro adjustments to maintain your